Hello there, Gemini. Thank you for stopping by for your video forecast of the week for December 8th through the 14th. The tarot deck that I'm using today is the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg. And on Monday, what you have is the Seven of Clubs. This just tells me on Monday there is something that you are going to be taking a stand about. So you're going to be standing up for yourself. Something that comes up that you're like, you know what, I've been being nice long enough. That's about it. The final straw will break the camel's back, and you will just finally stand up and say, you know what, this is how it needs to be from here on out. I'm looking out for me, because obviously you're not. All right, so that's what I see on Monday for you, Gemini. On Tuesday, Gemini's Hierophant. Now Tuesday, this is kind of a different day for this, but I'm feeling like some of you Geminis are getting married on Tuesday. Interesting. Quite a few of you. Okay, so what else can the Hierophant mean? Who else? What else could be going on for you Geminis? Okay, so this is also a day of old traditions and old rituals. So some of you who are not getting married, a lot of you will be participating in some kind of old ritual. This could be like a communion ritual or a baptism or, some kind of old ritual. Do rituals always have to be spiritual? That's what's going through my head right now. Not always. So this could be a family ritual. For my family, until we moved out of the city, whenever it was Saturday night, we had a ritual that we went to Dairy Queen and we all got an ice cream cone every Saturday night, and it didn't matter if it was summer or winter. That was when I was a very little girl. And so sometimes we have family rituals. That was a family ritual. So there's some kind of ritual that's going to be playing out in your life on Tuesday that you'll be participating in, Geminis. Okay, so Wednesday, what you have is you have the Knight of Cups, Gemini. Knight of Cups. This just means Wednesday you're going to be feeling particularly sentimental and romantic, and kind of be, some of you I'm feeling are just going to be restless to have some more romance in your life. You're going to be kind of bored with the mundane. It's time to do something that's a little bit more interesting and romantic. For some of you, I do have a character showing up in your life on Wednesday, and that character is going to be a gentleman who kind of sees the world through rose-colored glasses and is a little bit naive and very sentimental himself. And so, so there's a couple of ways that can play out. A few. One is, you feeling very sentimental and romantic. Another one, feeling that kind of romantic restlessness, that restlessness to have more romance in your life. And the third way that could play out is by a gentleman showing up in your life who's very naive and sees the world through rose-colored glasses. So not sure which way that's going to go for each of you. Feeling like all of you are going to receive one manifestation or another of that, with of course a few of you receiving a couple of those. And that's for Wednesday. Gemini, on Thursday, you have the Devil in reverse. Woohoo! Devil in reverse. Okay, so what does this mean? Wednesday. Feeling like you guys, a lot of you Geminis on Wednesday are going to be really aggravated. Aggravated with someone in your life. Aggravated to beat the band. Oh my goodness. Just aggravated to the point that you could spit nails and it wouldn't even bother you. So somebody is going to have you really, really angry at them on Wednesday, and it's going to take a while for you to let that feeling pass and start looking at, okay, what's the reality of the situation? Why did it turn out like this? And what can be done to make the situation better? But you are going through that period Wednesday of just not being able to see straight, being that angry. So Thursday, what do we have? Thursday we have the Magician. Now this can play out one of two ways in your lives, Geminis. Geminis, for some of you, this is going to be you. You're going to be trying to kind of pull a fast one on somebody. You may be a practical joker and just pulling practical joking type stuff on somebody. Or you may be doing this at a higher level, all the way up to, you might be a con man or a con woman and, really defrauding somebody. But for a lot of you, for I would say like 70% of you, this is more of a card that's sort of a warning card of watch for the trickster. Some kind of trickster coming into your life on Friday. And just the same as with being the trickster, When the trickster comes into your life, it can be somebody that is doing no more than pulling some kind of practical joke, kind of like an April Fool's Day level practical joke. Or it could be somebody, coming in with some serious bad intent to pull the wool over your eyes, and anything in between. So just kind of keep your eyes open that things aren't exactly as they seem as people are talking to you during the day. And typically when this person shows up, this is generally a male, although sometimes a female, but generally you can expect this from a male when the card shows up in this manner. Saturday, 5 of coins in reverse. Saturday, I'm really feeling like you're going to have a couple of different things that you're going to want to be doing with your time. However, they're going to conflict with each other. So Saturday is going to be a really difficult time of trying to balance things out, trying to manage to do both things for some of you. For others of you, you're just going to pick one and, okay, I lost out on the other one. And for some of you, it's just going to be a really, really, really tough decision to make. So, and I'm not sure, you may procrastinate so long that you don't end up doing either of them even, it kind of feels like. So Saturday, just, a lot going on, just trying to figure out what's the priority here and do whatever the priority is. Now, Sunday, you have the 8 of Cups in reverse, Gemini. 8 of Cups in reverse talks about a situation that you walked away from previously. You just looked at it and you said, wow, for what I'm putting into this situation, I'm not getting very much back. This is not working for me, so I am going to go ahead and cut my losses and just step away from this. Well, when this card comes in reversed, what that's telling me is that situation that you decided to walk away from already, and a lot of times this is a relationship situation, although I have it seen come up as employment as well. Now you're deciding to walk back into that situation again and try to make it work. Try to see if they'll have a better payoff this time. So that's what I see for your week for you guys, Gemini. For those of you who would like a private session where we can go into a lot more depth for you, please feel free to check out my website. It's amista.info, amista.info. And then once you're there, there's several different ways to contact me, get a hold of me, and we'll get you a reading as quickly as we can. For everybody else, I will see you next week. Peace out.